Everyone up here. Um, please continue, Perfect. Please continue. Skittles, do not come off until I say respond. Now go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to also reference that I don't want to talk about the topic that she just brought up because I'm not allowed to talk about that. But yeah, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted as usual. Is that yeah, Skittles is just
why can't you talk about it?
Oh my God, forget it. This is what I always have to deal with. Like I can't. Like everywhere we go, this is what we deal with. This is what we go through.
So it seems like it might be a big problem with you and not listening and always interrupting. As an adult, you have to have some emotional regulation. Not you, Perfect. I'm talking to Skittles. You need some emotional regulation, Skittles. You need to chill. All right. Let people say what they need to say, and then you have the right to respond, but let people get it out. And that's going to be one of your biggest problems as long as you're an adult, is not letting people voice their opinion and then you respond. Okay, so please let this young lady finish and then you can respond. Interrupting people in the middle of their conversation is disrespectful. So let people continue. Go ahead, Perfect. People are reporting my live again, and it's just, I asked y'all to stop that because it's most definitely hurting my life. It's hurting my life.
Don't report her, please. She's just trying to allow people to have a voice. Like, please don't report her.
Y'all are hurting my life when you report me. Stop, please. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I don't remember where I left off. Basically,
you didn't want to have the conversation. And
oh yeah.
If you're coming back up, please pick another box. OG and Florida Man will get back. I want to let the two people down here say what they need to say, and then we'll get back to what you need to say. Thank you.
Yeah, I just, it's getting exhausting. There's a lot of spin narratives that are being told, and because of the behavior that she is presenting right now, the truth can never be told because no one can ever speak but her. But I'm actually going to respectfully just go ahead and drop down because I don't want to disrespect your platform, and I'm getting kind of upset right now. But I really do appreciate you allowing me to come up and at least try to say what I want to say.
I just want to say thank you for dropping my probation officer's name in the fucking comments earlier. Thank you. And perfect. Thank you.
Somebody needs to call her probation officer. I'm not a snitch.
Can I say something to Skittles?
No, because I'm going to say this. I'm going to leave here because I want you guys to all hear me now. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are very aggressive, young lady.
I would not.
Very. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. You're very aggressive, young lady. Please watch your tone, okay? Be easy. If you notice, I'm still easy out of all this exhausting adult things that's going on. All right, and I have a 3-year-old granddaughter sitting here, and I'm about to do some hair. So I'm telling you right now, be easy, all right? Now, go ahead and respond. Wait a minute. I'm going to let Blue say something first, and then you can respond to both of them in one whop, and then you can drop. But Miss whoever, Moose Knuckle, the knuckle person, who are you, and how can I help you?
This is actually my backup.
Is this Dora?
Am Miss Enabler Disabler.
Okay.
No. I'm Casey. Okay. What Imperfect Survivor said, I can 100% back that up. I can also say that Skittles 54 is extremely vile to the point where she wanted to contact my abuser on a public Discord with many individuals in there and dropped his full name. She has been antagonizing people, well, myself, since October. Played a whole flipping 2.5 hour phone call that I did in private.
7 more of them too.
3, are you going to keep on interrupting people? And did you? She's about to play 7 more. Please do. Whatever floats your boat or makes you feel It makes no sense to me.
I'm not the one who
All
put
you're
it on.
doing
Florida man
is
is.
incriminating. You are incriminating yourself. Okay.
Enabler, hold on. Enabler, you forget that I'm not the one who doxed you. As a DV survivor yourself, Florida man, Mike, is
Hold on. No. Don't
He's the one
wait
who
a
shared
minute.
around your victim
Can I
statement,
finish?
your children's
I'm sorry, ma'am.
information.
But
He's
I'm not. Listen, first of all, Skittles, you brought all this here. We weren't even talking about any of this.
but I didn't bring it.
Yes, you
I said
did.
that
He
they
never
can't.
spoke on you, ma'am.
But
He never, Skittles. Now, I'm going to ask you one last time to have some adult regulation with your fingers and this mute button until I ask you to come off mute. And I mean that. I mean that. You are very disrespectful. When people are talking, you want them to be quiet when you're talking, but then again, you want to speak over everyone. No, that does not happen in my box. I control over here, okay? So, with that being said, please continue, Miss. And then Blue wanted to say something too. I'm trying to let everybody speak, but this was not our original conversation, Florida man. I'm not sure how this got here, but this is not our original conversation. And I'm going to cut the comments off. I need you guys to please tap the screen, please. I'm not understanding how it got here. I do understand. A scorned woman will always be, upset. But continue, ma'am, miss.
Okay. I'm sorry. No, you can call me Casey. And I had no intentions of taking a box. I was watching the live peacefully on the coverage until Skittles took a box. And she is no victim here. What she has done for months and months and months since October, okay? It's insane. She is delusional. And I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just speaking facts here. Those are facts. She has literally lied, and she played a phone call on her platform last night. Okay. And it was myself, Florida man, Skittles, and Turtles down in the comments. And it was like a hashing out. Okay. What I believe to be like a hashing out and finding some kind of mutual agreement to, hey, let's stop this bullshit of this drama. Okay. What I know today, she lied the entire phone call.
You guys lied the
She
whole entire
lied
time.
her
We've known
own-
each other since
here we go.
2019. Y'all are fucking. I'm going live. Y'all are fucking liars.
Skittles, please, can I
got
talk
it. No,
to
I'm
you?
done. I'm done. 2019. Y'all have known each other
Okay,
since.
well, ma'am, you can
2019. Thank you,
politely-
ma'am. I apologize
Skittles,
for
can I
You don't
please
have
talk to you?
you're
Y'all are
not
fucking
listening to me
liars.
on my
Liars.
platform. I told you
2019.
can respond after, but you're not listening to me on my own platform. So it is what it is. You go live and do whatever it is you need to do, but you don't have any emotional adult regulation. You don't have any of those things, and I can see why your relationships don't work for you. And that's just my opinion.
I apologize for her behavior, ma'am. I had no way meant to bring that here, but she does.
So when you,
Go
I don't know if
every
you
live I
have
go
this
to.
young lady blocked. When you announced that you were coming over
I
here,
do.
of course, everybody was going to see that. Y'all, let's go ahead and tap up to 200K real quick, so we can keep the live going. Let's tap to 200K. I am sorry that you all are going through this, but this seems like a real hell of a thing to continue to be dealing with someone. But do you guys know the biggest thing as adults are having some emotional control and also making sure that you're able to communicate? Like right now, I am not seeing a bunch of, I don't know how old you are, but I don't know if y'all know how old I am, but at this big old age of mine, we have to be able to communicate. And to me, it sounds like y'all are not communicating effectively. This is a real big shit show. You two came in here to talk about Pastor Petty and some scamming money, and this has turned into the X versus the X, the people versus Skittles. There has been no consistent flow on conversation here, and I'm just all over the place with listening, and I respect everybody here, and I would love to hear everybody and hear what everyone is saying, as long as everybody is giving each other the respect to speak. Y'all not doing that. Well, for the most part, the Skittles young lady was not listening. Go ahead and continue speaking, and then I'm going to let Ghost and everyone else speak, and then Florida Man and ma'am, you'll get back to your conversation, and we'll talk a little more about the money and the Carmen situation. I'm not sure what was going on with Carmen, but it seems like everybody is having thank you for coming up and explaining. The comments are back on. Please continue to tap the screen. I don't want any trouble. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight, but I can't let you come over here and run my platform. I don't let people do that respectfully, because if I was on your platform, I would be quiet. All right. So, Miss Casey, go ahead, Casey. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm going to keep it brief because I would like you guys to get back to what you guys were talking about. I did not expect to take a box here. I just wanted to validate what Imperfect Survivor, she is my best friend, and what Skittles has done to both of us and to multiple others. I needed to make it clear because she redirects everything, every conversation. And if she doesn't have it her way, like she pops off and then, I'm just going to go live, and repeats the same damn thing. But I really appreciate you having me up here. I'm sorry that this was brought into the middle of it. I was just validating Imperfect. And I just want to make one last statement. I did not bow down to Florida Man. Okay? I'm sorry that you cannot accept that we were adults, and Florida Man took accountability to me and his part and was very, very transparent. So that is it. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.
All right. So I didn't ask Skittles to come up here and tell their whole 5-month relationship anything. I thought she was going to come up here and stay on topic with the Pastor Petty thing. All right. Her and this young man's relationship has nothing to do with me. I thought she was going to come talk about Pastor Petty. I didn't bring it up. I really didn't care about y'all relationship. It was really exhausting. And yeah, so let's get back to OG Boss. Go ahead. We're done with the Skittles thing.
So at the end of the day, when it comes to Petty, I would just like a fair conversation, Petty, with you. Point blank period.
Well, I think, for me, right, I'm just going to say this. I think you should leave it alone. I think you should create your whatever space you're going to create, and I think that you should be wherever it is that you're comfortable. And if Pastor Petty wants to talk to you, let him reach out to you. Let him reach out to you. Whatever it is that Pastor Petty does on his platform, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not a part of it. So the people that whatever is going on over there, which I'm not a part of a lot of it. I see some of it and I'm just seeing a few things, but it doesn't have anything to do with him. Whatever he does on his platform, I think that you should continue to do whatever it is that is best for you and what you do, and let Petty, when he's ready to talk to you, talk to you. I can't make Petty come over here and say anything to you. Petty is a grown man, and Petty will deal with things how he deals with it. But I think I don't know. Was you mentioned too tall? Was too tall mentioned? I think you were. I don't know.
That
It's
was
been
mentioned when Florida Man was showing receipts, showing text
okay.
messages that I had
Too
sent to Patty.
tall was
It was the
mentioned.
same
Okay,
thing
too
for the
tall.
other
You can
day.
come up if you want. You were mentioned, I guess.
I do have one response if you don't mind.
I'm sure
Um,
that Skittle thing has me all exhausted, so I'm gonna drink some water. But what I'm saying to you all is, if Petty doesn't want you in his platform, create your own table, create your own platform, and move on. Because people are still going to do what they want to do, regardless of how much you talk about them, or you know. I
well,
just want to say that,
respectfully,
and then
I'm
I'm
gonna have
gonna
to
be
disagree.
quiet. I'm gonna mute up.
Respectfully, as sincere as that was, I do have to disagree with some points of that. The main point being, Petty dragged this woman for a long time, and anybody who would associate with her going forward from that, he would then punish that person for associating with her. So her request for a box on his platform with a conversation, looking at receipts and being honest about it, since his tagline is honestly petty, I think that's fair. And Petty's got the name to do it.
Hey friends. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap and my inbox was flooded with messages that I was being spoke on, so I figured I'd come over here and get the tea.
It was just when the same stuff from the other night that you and I had talked about, and we were talking about it in here, so your name got said as the messages were all being read that was sent to Petty.
Okay, but that got you and I's conversation that we had the other day was discussed as well, though, too, right? Because what I don't want is people
No,
thinking that I'm out
because
here begging it
Skittles,
for people on the back end.
no, girl, because Skittles came up here and everything got derailed, so we're just now getting back to where we were.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry. I spray tanned today and I didn't realize how dark I got. Um, Damn, I'm looking orange.
Host, respectfully, you have somebody in your comments that I do have an open case against right now, so if they're going to be
And
in here, you
who
have
is
to drop.
that? And who is that?
Walla Walla 04.
Oh, she's been in here. She's been in here. Just don't entertain her.
It's no, like legally I have to drop. I cannot be on the same platform as her.
She's not on the panel. She's not on the panel.
Okay.
You guys aren't having any discord or anything. You're not saying anything to her. If you're not talking to her, you're talking to me. You're not talking to her. So ignore her. She can say whatever she wants to say. You're not discussing the case, right? At
No,
all.
I'm not.
So we can continue talking about what we're talking about, not her. So ignore her and let her do her thing down there. As long as you're not discussing the case, we can continue to move on. Okay.
Okay, so I just wanted to come up because I know there were screenshots being shown that I was asking for money, but OG and I had a conversation the other day. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or what, but I mean, it wasn't. I didn't ask for money. I mean, if I did, I would have asked for a certain amount of money. I don't know if my AirPods cut out or she didn't hear the first half of what I said, but her and I already had this discussion. I don't be asking for people for money on the back end. There have been plenty of people on this app who have begged me to give me money, like Hair Junkie being one of them has like damn near begged me, can I please send you money? Let me send you money. And I have always declined every single time. This was when my son was in and out of the ICU. SPG, respectfully, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what? I'm really tired of you, dude, because I have the evidence. I got the proof. Just stop. And I see what you do when you go to Petty's live and you go to Queen's live and you go to everybody else's live trying to act. Just quit the shit. I don't speak on you. Respectfully, don't speak on me. You don't have the skills to do it, but went on a platform and admitted to paying $250 to hack into somebody's phone to steal pictures of a child and send it to that person. Did you not just make a post the other day admitting it? That yes, you did take pictures of someone's child and send it to them to threaten them? But you were in a live earlier today talking about, I hate people who go real life. So please take a seat. Sorry, friends, but I've really about had it with her because I don't speak on her. And I've asked her forever to pipe the fuck down when it comes to my name. And she continues to keep making it, I'm not a hacker. Well, I've got the proof, so keep going and I will make a police report. So, but is that all that I'm needed for?
Yeah, it wasn't even that you were like being talked on. It was just we were going through things and Skittle came up and it went fucking way left. And we're just now getting back on track.
Yeah, I also want to say, SBG, if we're being honest, I find it very funny that, what was it, the week before my account got hacked, OG's account got hacked too for $3,000. And you guys are besties, right? So I'm not sure if you're like trying to.
So do you have any proof of that? Do you guys have proof?
I've got a lot of proof.
Oh, I've got my whole everything from the fraud department and everything. It was like $3,800.
I've got her. Let's see. So she used to go live playing Call of Duty, right? And
one second, too tall, because I just want to say I don't have any, like, I'm not saying it's anybody on this app that did it. I don't know. We don't know. It was all used in Apple, so that's all I know on mine.
yeah, mine was, I don't know how she did it. I really don't. And at first, for the longest time, I didn't even for sure know if I didn't even for sure knew if it was SBG. I really didn't. And I said that multiple times. But I had a live in December, and I didn't say her name.
Do you have the receipts that it was that person?
I have the receipts that lead to this person.
Okay,
Because
but do you have the receipts of saying that it was that person? Or we don't want to, put that jacket on somebody. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
putting a jacket on her. I don't give a fuck because I've got a lot of evidence and it goes to her.
I just want to put my own disclaimer out here. I did ask for the receipts. She's saying she has the receipts. I don't have anything to do with the jacket that is being put on whoever. It didn't come out of my mouth. I asked her to not do that, and she's doing it whoever the SPG is. So
Thing is, friends, is the receipts have been shown already multiple times. There's one receipt
but not on my platform. So what I'm saying is I don't want anyone saying, well, I let you
I get it.
on her on my platform, and I didn't ask for receipts to be shown. So I'm letting it be known that Friends does not have anything to do with what you're saying, and I did ask for the receipts. You're saying you showed them already, and I do not have anything to do with the jacket that is being zipped on this person. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm protecting myself.
Yes, no.
There's 600 people in here, and can you say her screen name? Because they don't know her but SVG.
She's got 50 different accounts, and what she likes to do.
Today.
The one she's on today is what is it? Soleus Alaskan. And this is what I told her before, and I have been saying this for months. If it is not you, the evidence that I have leads to you. And what I mean by that is I have an invoice from somewhere that was ordered online. It was $30, and they did $10 increments because they tried to do a bigger amount, but the bigger amount wasn't allowed because my son was in and out of the ICU and out of the hospital at the time, so I was negative in my account because I wasn't working. And so they did one purchase at $10, another purchase at $10, and another purchase at $10, and they did it at an online tackle and bait shop in Arizona, and it was sent to Alaska, where this person lives. So that is what I'm saying, is when I say I have the proof. In December, I received a Cash App for her because I make homelessness bags. And so she sent me a $15 Cash App. She got upset because she went on Petty's platform and admitted to paying $250. She went on Petty's platform and admitted to paying $250 to hack into someone's phone to get pictures of their children, to send their children to the person to threaten them. Okay? And so I would have never even had thought it was her at the beginning, but she's the only person I know that lives in Alaska. Her and I had a falling out December 15th. She got mad because I went live and I was trying to prove, thank you guys for the gifts. I was trying to prove that another person was not this Sarah Riz account because they were actively commenting. It was a whole fucking thing. Well, somebody confronted her in my comments and she got mad that I didn't, I guess, block them or defend her because they were said, why did you say you paid $250 to hack into someone's account? And she's like, I didn't. I never said that, but she definitely did.
You're talking to stop you for a minute.
Yeah.
SPG, instead of texting me on the back end, like I just told you in text, get a box and speak with her.
But OG, how many times have we done this? This is what I'm talking about, the guilty behavior. We've done this so many times with her. This is now the 4th opportunity I have given her to speak to me. And I told her, here's the thing.
They give you the address in Alaska to where it was shipped to.
May I say something?
I got the state, but I couldn't get the address until I got, if I made the police report and had a detective call.
But see, it's a little inconsistent because I used to work in that type of field, you know, going over, you know, refunds and tracking down fraud and things like that. And if anything is purchased with your card, regardless of your knowing or not, it's going to show up on your bank statement and it's going to show everything. It's going to be damn near like a IP address to where that shipment got sent to.
Their shipping
like
address
that's
should not be on the card.
Why wouldn't? No. Listen to me carefully. You said someone hacked you. Someone charged at least $10 3 times, and then they made a purchase on Tackle and Shop or some bullshit like that, probably Cabela's or some shit. And then you said that it got sent to Alaska. You should be able to see what the shipping address is.
No, you can't. You cannot see the shipping address unless I make a police report because it was purchased online because they have customer privacy rights.
No.
So as long if a detective called,
you make a Cash App purchase with. Let's say you make a Cash App purchase on Temu, and it's actually me who made the Cash App purchase on Temu, right? You're going to see the shipping address. If you can find out, if you can see on your bank statement that it was purchased at a Tackle and What's the Name shop, you should be able to call the Tackle and What's the Name place, call their customer service, and get in it. Like, you should be able to do that. You should be able to call the Tackle place and ask them, hey, what's the car, what's the number, what's the address? And then what you would do is you would have that vendor, because that would be called a vendor to a bank. You would sit up there and have them two talk to each other on the phone, and they will tell you what the address is. There is nothing wrong with getting that information. You could have been on her head if you would have got her information.
They're not
allowed. Why
to
you get her information?
Yeah, they can. The banks can give you any kind
not
of
true. Y'all really
given.
think y'all talking to somebody stupid. When you make a purchase with your card, when you make a purchase with your Okay, but first off, I'm not trying to really go in on you like that. I just hear some inconsistency. It's just a lot of inconsistency because I feel like instead of getting up here trying to cause awareness about this, is that, and the third, it's just your story is very inconsistent because it sounds like you just did not do enough research. Why wouldn't you call your bank to call the vendor and ask them what is the shipping address to this purchase, because I did not make it
to you unless the detective calls, because state laws are different. What are you not understanding?
BS. It don't have nothing to do with state laws. That is BS. People are getting employed for fraud, and it's a real job, and it happens everywhere in any state.
I went through my bank for fraud.
I don't want to hear that.
They reimbursed me, but here's the thing: is like what they're not going to do. Can you imagine what disturbance would happen if someone steals from you and they give you their address? They don't do that. They're not going to give you the person who stole from you. They're not going to give you the
your damn card. You can get that address. You're going to get that address. They used your card. Why wouldn't you be able to get an address?
They didn't give me an address because they said that somebody could go, like, say if I wanted to retaliate, I could go to said person's home.
Exactly. They will not do it. Now, if I had a detective on the case, this is exactly what.
So let's say it wasn't the bank that you went through. Let's say it wasn't the bank that you went through. Why couldn't you call the tackle shop and ask them, hey,
I
on my
have the
bank statement?
invoice from the tackle shop.
So even if you didn't
But
get
if
it
you
from the
wouldn't have
bank,
watched
the
that box
address,
so fucking quick, you would have heard the rest
that
of the
doesn't
story.
make any sense.
That's
It just
the
doesn't make any
issue.
sense. And you're right. I'm gonna go back down. That don't
That's
make no
the
damn
issue,
sense.
is that you guys are new to this. And here's the thing is, like,
I'm
I haven't
definitely
had
not
an
new to
issue with
scamming.
I haven't had an issue with SPG at all. And I told her,
There's SBG over your head. We're gonna move
Yes.
on. So SBG is over your head. And you can talk to her. Thank you, Florida man. I see that we're getting a lot of issues resolved today in conversation. Tammy, hi. Tammy, thank you guys for the gifts. Let me give a short commercial break, y'all. Welcome to the ADHD Live, to where you never know what you're going to get. The reason why this is called the ADHD Live, can y'all see how many turns this plane and this flight has taken? All right. That's why it's called ADHD Live. Someone says, why is it called the ADHD Live? Why? Because we go through so many goddamn stories and changes is the reason why it's called the ADHD Live. We've gone through relationships, scamming, banks, all kind of shit. This is why it's called the ADHD Live. It's never fucking focused on anything. Well, get down, Tammy, get down. All right. So Too Tall and SBG, have your conversation. Right, 100 miles per hour. We might as well be on a private jet. All right, it's a big private jet. But y'all continue to tip the screen, y'all. Let's go ahead and tip. Thank you for completing my gift goal. I thank you, Florida man, because it's exhausting and all these goddamn stories. Tammy, you and your dog got to get down.
So there was a comment that was made that said,
Y'all giving me anxiety.
there was a comment that was made that says, if you were stolen from, why do you not create a police report? The reason being is because my 6-year-old son was extremely sick from Halloween up until what, OG, like the end of December. He was in and out of ICU. I wasn't hardly home. I didn't have time to go fill out paperwork when my son was in ICU on breathing tubes, not sure if he was going to make it the next night. Okay. And at the time I didn't know 100% sure if it was SPG. And that's the thing is I have told SPG, I don't know if it's you or if you're being set up. How many times have I said this, SPG? But this is what you keep going and saying, I'm not a hacker, I'm not a hacker, I'm not a hacker, but admitted to paying $250 to hack into people's phones. And I've given you 3 opportunities to box up with me because I am a person who can have a conversation. I am a person who would love to send you the...
Now, OG boss, you wanted this conversation had. They're having the conversation. I'm sorry we're not still on your story, but I think this is a part of your story too as well. Florida man, I'm not sure. It's just taking so many turns, but we'll get back to the other conversation as soon as we finish this. I'm glad that you all are able to have a conversation. Please, for anyone that does not know any context about this story, do not jump in the box. All right. If y'all don't have any good information to help with the people, do not jump in the box. You grown people are very, very exhausted. Y'all is exhausted.
I'm exhausted with talking on this story at the same time in different platforms because
Okay, I'm patient too, as you can see. But now you guys can talk to each other, not at each other. Let's do some conversation. SBG, after she's done, you can respond. Go ahead. I'm going to mute up.
Okay, SPG, so like I told you from the very beginning, and I've been telling you this since December, okay? If it wasn't you, it is somebody who knows you that is setting you up. My question that I have always wanted to ask you, okay, is that $30 was spent online at this tackle shop that was shipped from Arizona to Alaska. It happened right after our fallout on December 15th when you had gotten mad for somebody, I guess, asking you about why, I believe it was skin crawlers in my live whenever we were proving that Mittens wasn't Sarah Riz. And you sent me this long message talking about, I'm going to be in a court case and you're at the police station now and you're mad because I didn't control my chat. And that was the only issue that you and I had was that I didn't block somebody for you and I didn't control my chat when you knew how my lives ran. Other than that, we've had no issue. And I told you in December, I got reimbursed 2 weeks from my bank account. It was a total of $90. And I got reimbursed, and then I was going to leave it alone. I was going to drop it. I have offered to have conversations with you. I have offered to show you the evidence on multiple different times. I had shown evidence on different platforms before, and you would run. The purchases on the Call of Duty online site, right? There was like, 4 to 5 Call of Duty purchases of $10. The purchases would happen at, let's say, for example, because I don't know the exact times, I have to scroll back to that month. But let's say a purchase happened at 1:40 in the morning. Then 10 to 15 minutes later, you would go live streaming Call of Duty. See?
Why did they drop?
I have no idea. This is what I'm talking about. I have been trying to have this conversation forever. And I told her, as long as you keep my name out of your mouth, I don't speak on you, you don't speak on me, it is what it is. I'm grateful to have been reimbursed for my bank account. I'm grateful to be back at work. It was $90. It was nothing. I was going through a crisis at the time. But this is what she does. And I have tried to have conversations with her. If it's not SPG, then you are being set up. It is what it is. And if you would like me to go to the police and file a police report, and give them all the evidence that I do have, then I will. But the thing is that there's so much shady ass shit going on in this fucking app. I don't know for a fact if it is SPG or if somebody is setting her up. But when I saw her go live, let's just say somebody, okay? They would buy something on this online Call of Duty website, and then 15 minutes later, SBG would go live streaming playing Call of Duty all 4 times and use coins. I'm sorry, but there's too many coincidences there for me.
So my question to you is, how are these people getting your information to get coins? And how do you know it's not a child? Do you have children around you?
I have a child, but he does not play that game, and there's nothing that's linked to that. How it happened, I believe, is through Cash App. I don't know how, but my bank account card was on Cash App. She had sent me a $15.
Mods, are y'all looking down in the comments for the things that I'm seeing down in the comments?
She had sent me, at the time, I was making homelessness bags because it was winter, and that's what I do for work. Is I'm a homeless outreach person. So I go out and I talk to the homeless and help connect them to services. So at the time I was taking donations for homeless bags. I would post the receipts on the thing. I would go live packing the bags. She made a purchase. I want to say, I don't know. I don't want to say for sure because I don't remember the date. I want to say it was like the 8th or the 9th of December. Hold on. Let me see if I can look.
So she dropped again, and I'm sure you're still watching. Just grab a box and have this conversation. I understand you have better shit to do, but wouldn't it be better to have this conversation and just get it done and over with?
Right. Are you a victim to that as well, OG? Are you a victim to the same situation, or is it a different one?
So mine, my credit card got hacked. I cannot say that it was anybody on this app. I don't know. That is being dealt with still. It happened in December, I think a week before Christmas. I'm not going to say it was anybody on this app. I don't know. My phone was hacked. My email was hacked. We do know who did that, and that was people from this app. But when it comes to my credit card, we don't know.
All right. And has there been any police reports or anything filed?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I haven't said Apple one time, Jada. I have an Apple. I said Cash App.
Apple was mine.
Cash App. Apple was hers. So let's clean our listening ears out. If you're gonna talk in the comments, let's clean our listening ears out. So yeah, like I said, I've tried to have this conversation. I tend to have more grace with people, even for people who do me dirty, because that's just the type of person I am. It was $90. I got reimbursed fairly quickly, and what I had said on live is, don't speak about me. I won't speak about you, and I'll leave it alone. But if you continue to keep bringing up my name into bullshit, she's mad because I was friends with somebody she didn't like. I mean, this whole thing, it's so deep, friends. It's just, I don't know what it is, but what I had told her from the very beginning was that if it's not you, then somebody is setting you up. And that's what I told her. So I'm all for, I don't want to press charges on somebody over $90 fucking. Let's be real. I don't want that to be on somebody's fucking life. Let's say somebody is setting her up, right? Let's say somebody is setting her up and it's not her, even though I have a very strong belief that it is her, with her behavior she's shown every single live, the live she did after the coins were purchased on Call of Duty, all between the hours of 12:30 a.m. and 5:45 a.m. when everybody, well, OG, you know that I'm fucking asleep during that time.
Yeah.
And so our fallout happened December 15th, and then my account got hacked the 17th, 18th, and 19th.
And I don't, I've had the conversation with her. She says it was not her. I've, as you know, before have asked her to get in a box and have a conversation with you. Even now, I think, and I've told her, like, running from it is weird. Like, well, get in the box and have the conversation. Like, if it wasn't you, girl, then just get up here and talk to Tutal about it.
And that's what I'm saying.
No disrespect, but if you don't really have the proof that this person did it, yeah, it's a little one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you saying that you feel that she done it in your heart. You feel that she's done it, or whoever they are, they, them, but it's still an accusation. And it's a serious accusation because that's more like fraud and, stealing
and I don't see her doing something like this. When Tutal told me it was, actually what Tutal said to me when I was like, oh, damn, is when she said Alaska.
And I get you saying why she leave, or maybe she felt like, so a person like me, I don't be feeling like I need to justify anything to anybody if I didn't do anything. I don't feel like I need to confirm or deny. Right? That's just me.
If you knew her, that's what I'm saying, is if you knew her, she'd be the first person.
I don't know her. I don't know her, but that's why I say just me, right? I said just me.
Right.
For me. I don't need to confirm or deny if I did anything. I know, God knows. It's three people that knows. You, the person, and God.
That's right.
That's it. You get what I'm saying? So when you're making accusations, you just need to fully have your ducks in a row. You get what I'm saying?
I have my ducks. I absolutely have my ducks in a row. I have the evidence. I have the proof. But what I'm not going to do is go from platform to platform to platform, showing receipts, talking about it, because we have been doing this since the middle of December. And what I think I'm going to do at this point is, now that my son is better and I do have time, I will go file a police report, because I have everything already printed off, ready to go. I've got the invoice from the tackle and bait shop from Arizona. I've got all of my bank statements. I've got the time and the purchases of when the coins were bought and when she would immediately go live and purchase the coins on live. So that's what I'm saying, is like, it's hard to believe that it is not her when she went live streaming the game purchasing coins. Call of Duty coins, the exact same game, 10 to 20 minutes after each purchase. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. For me, that's too many coincidences in a row.
And just out of curiosity, you might have already said this, and I'm sorry if you did. I've got listening to a drill in the background. Did you say that you have proof of, like, the coins being bought and then her like the card being used, then her going live and buying the coins and playing the game?
I have my bank account proof, like the time of the purchases and the time of her lives in her lives.
Yeah, House of Lies, that is true.
All four of them. because there was 4 different purchases, and there was SBG really didn't go live then. She didn't ever really go live. That's why I thought it was very odd, because out of nowhere she went live and started streaming this Call of Duty game where coins were being purchased or what. I don't even know the game. All I know, it was the gaming site was called COD something, COD Play something. I don't even know. I have to look back, but that's what I'm saying is like, OG, you know, I give grace to people, and I don't want something to lawfully affect them, but like if they're not going to leave me alone, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I have a 6-year-old son. He does not play Call of Duty. He has a Nintendo Switch. He does not play Call of Duty. And he doesn't even have that game. And he wouldn't be up between 12:30 a.m. and 5:45 a.m. because he's asleep in bed with me. So at this point, it's just exhausting. SBG, we've tried having this conversation over and over and over again. So what I will do is I will go to the police station first thing tomorrow morning. I will file a police report. I will give them all of the evidence that I have, and I will leave it up to them and to the detective to figure out what it is. I really didn't want to do this because, like I said, if she is being set up, which it's hard for me to believe, then I don't.
That's why we're telling you to make the police report, because you don't really have any valid proof. You know, right now it's accusations and allegedly is being said that she's done that. So it's best that you go make the police report. Let somebody investigate it. Let somebody track that IP address, because at the end of the day, there's an IP address to every transaction. Yeah. And for every transaction, it leads back to whatever device that the transaction was made on. So, you know, you want to have valid proof of whatever's being done so they can trace it back to who's ever doing it. You get what I'm saying?
I also live in a city where our crime rates are high, and they just don't take this type of stuff seriously. I mean, it's $90.
But your bank, listen, no matter what that is in your city or state, the bank that you have your money coming out of, your money is insured. They have to take that seriously. So they have to investigate that, because you can sue the bank.
Well, they investigated. When I reported it, they investigated it, and I got the refunds back because they saw that it wasn't coming. It wasn't coming for me. And so
have you been reimbursed already?
I was reimbursed 2 weeks later. It took them 2 weeks to do an investigation. I was reimbursed. So that's why I left it alone, is because, like I said, it was $90. I know money is money, but I tried to be graceful with people. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am as a fucking person. I've never been a cop caller. Now, if it was $500,000, you're damn right I would. But $90, I got reimbursed. I was going to leave it alone. But
so you didn't have to have a police report before you talked to your bank?
No.
Queen Marie, that's not true. The banks do not all banks make you have a police report.
Yeah, no, because I just did a report on PayPal from somebody overseas taking some money. So no, they don't always ask for a police report, and they reimburse me my money like that. So no,
now if it's over in a certain amount.
But before you say that somebody is stealing from you, it is best that you have your proof of them doing that. And it was a small amount, so it wasn't like you say 500,000. They most definitely. Wait a minute. I've been in court 3 times already, twice for. Oh, okay. Well, that's between you and her, child.
I mean, I was
make sure you get a police report, so get a paper trail. Always have a paper trail so this doesn't happen again and again and again. So we're going to move on from you.
I'm going to drop. All right.
Yes, go ahead. And thank you. Offline, how can we help you?
It won't let me drop. Can someone drop me? It's not letting me.
I got you, too tall. I got you. Okay, so OG, let's talk about your case. We've been in. So who is your case against with the money thing?
With money, nobody.
Okay. Why are you being called a scammer? And what does Miss Carmen have to do with any of this?
So I met Carmen on Petty's platform, and she was on the platform one day talking about how she couldn't afford her cancer meds and whatnot. And I felt bad, and I messaged Petty and was like, "Hey, how do I pay for her cancer meds? Like, I just can't sit back and allow this woman, to not get the meds she needs." He said it was best to contact her. I think like a week went by before her and I spoke. And then I spoke to her. I had offered to pay the pharmacy. But she said that she needed to call in or go in and take care of it, that they wouldn't let me call and pay it. So I had sent her 300. And then after that, it was, I need to get my car out. 1 second. So the 307.56 was for her meds. And then she needed to get her car out in order to get to
Okay.
take over for just a second.
Get a dog a chicken bone or something.
That's what they're barking about. Give
him a bone or something, child. Tell him to go chew on some bacon. Yes, I see Mittens is here. Is this the same Mittens? Say no chicken bones. Listen, I'm just saying, is this the same Mittens that you all are talking about here downstairs?
Yeah. And Bernadette Wild Rose is asking because they cannot be in the same live, and Mittens was in here before you were.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just letting her know that Mittens was in here first.
Mittens was in here first
because she has an order against her.
Yep, she's got an injunction.
Coming in the same lives.
Okay. So this has gone so far to court, huh?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I don't know who has the order on who, but Bernie, if you've got the order on Mittens, you probably shouldn't come into lives that Mittens is in, antagonizing Mittens. It's not right. And if Mittens has the order against Bernie, you shouldn't follow Mittens into lives. You have an order against you.
It's Bernadette has one against Mittens, but she is.
Ooh, y'all be doing the most, baby.
It's a messy side of TikTok over there.
No, this is the messy. Well, I guess it must be a YT messy in a black messy. Cause y'all ain't lying. This some messy ass shit. This some real messy ass shit. But you are on the black side of messy talk. I just want to tell you that.
Bernadette, respectfully, I know you were invited in here. Maybe they didn't realize Mittens was in here.
I don't know who Bernadette is and who invited Bernadette in here.
I'm sorry, host. Wild Rose. She goes by Bernadette.
Mittens was missing. I never even heard. I saw Bernadette being spoke
to
not too long ago. Mittens
her other
was
account
mentioned.
is Bernadette. It's Wild Rose.
May I green screen something about Bernadette real quick?
Sure. What in the little house? Shut your ass up, Red T. Tammy, shut up. Mittens was in here. Mittens was mentioned too. Mittens is in here. She's in here. I can respectfully ask for anyone that has any PPO orders or anything out on anyone, you should respectfully just leave out of the live. Thank you. I'm not going to argue with you. You the one that's got PPOs and shit on you. I ain't got none of that. Y'all can just leave out of here. Y'all can just leave out. Thank you. I don't deal with disrespect either, so please don't disrespect me in my life. I'm not a very nice person. I'm being nice right now.
Yeah, host, just so you're aware, Wild Rose has a TPO on Mittens, And ever since it was granted, she looks for Mittens on TikTok and goes in the lives that she's in because she knows then Mittens
That'll violate it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why Bernie and friends have come after me because I called Bernadette out for doing it.
Y'all got a lot going on y'all side of TikTok.
Girl.
This is a text message between Bernadette and someone named Bougie. Bernadette frequently uses the N word with the hard R.
No, this was between Bernadette and Sammy.
Bernadette and Sammy, I apologize.
And Bernadette is Wild Rose.
I know you fucking lying.
So host Wild Rose was live one night and I was not on the app. I used to mod for her. I got a phone call from somebody that said, "Are you in her live?" I said, "No, I'm not." Why? They said, "You might want to get in there right away." There was a man in her box that would not turn his camera on, that dropped the hard N-word. And I asked him numerous times to please turn the camera on. I mean, I'll play the whole clip for you.
Now, who is this that used this hard ER?
That's Wild Rose.
Nah, I know you fucking lying. But you in my live and you using this word? But why are you here if you don't like, let me be quiet, y'all. I'm
going to take this off the screen. Are you done with it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all really be over on here using these words? Because this ain't the first time I've heard about somebody using these words that's a part of y'all camp squad.
It's part of us.
I have a section in the Discord that I made for the Skittles receipts that have the racist receipts too. Multi-purpose. I personally take great joy in bullying all of the racists on that side of TikTok.
I'm not understanding what's the purpose of saying those words if you want somebody to respect you as a human being, like for real, y'all. Like, understand. I'm gonna move off of that because that's a little
I don't understand myself. That's why I call it out every time I see it.
That's a little harsh, a little disrespectful to my people. But y'all be in our lives, y'all watch us, y'all be around us, y'all want us to understand y'all, but y'all get to disrespect us like that in any manner is not cool. Not cool at all. Let's get up to 300K, y'all. I am very disappointed that, and no disrespect, I know a lot of people are saying that y'all are playing in my face or whatever. Y'all playing in your own face. Y'all playing in your own face because let me tell y'all something. The way the world is going, do you literally think, and this is no disrespect to any of y'all, do y'all literally think that you can come up against this race?
Respectfully, that's why I didn't want her in here. We're not all like that.
No, ma'am. I fight actively against people who are racist.
Cause nobody, like for me, I allow everyone to come over here in my live. And you see, I haven't disrespected anyone and I haven't let anyone disrespect you. But to come in my live knowing that you use that kind of language shows the disrespect and the snakeness that you are. You are a snake. Do you know what they do to snakes? They cut the heads off. I'm going to mute up. Continue to talk. This is shame.
So back to the Carmen thing. So after the meds, it was then, can you help me get my vehicle out? Her house apparently burned down, which I'm now being told that was not true. And I was like, okay, well, whose house did she show me then? There was, as you can see from the screenshots that Florida Man showed, numerous things. Now, Petty had drugged me. And then apparently Carmen was also drugged, but I was not aware because I was not on Petty's platform, so I don't know what was said there. I just know that people that still talk to me was like, hey, OG, did you know that at the time of you giving Carmen money, there were other people also giving her money? And I did not know that. Like, it was rather shocking. So from what I was dragged, my bad, at the same time, I was sent a couple receipts, and from the looks of it, she was getting money at the same time from others that she was getting from myself.
So, are you here defending Carmen, or are you saying that this young lady scammed you out of some money?
No, she got me out of money.
Have you had a conversation with said person allegedly scam? No, ain't no allegedly because that shit was up there. Getting money from you, and why, if you knew that she was doing that out of all the time she asked you for all of that money? Yeah, Hensley, that's what it looked like. That's what I saw.
I did not know. That's what I just said to you.
Why send somebody you don't know that much money?
It's just the person I am.
You do know being that nice to people on this app will get you in trouble, because once they see a weak spot, they will continue to use that weak spot.
Yes, I have. Yes.
And are you the first person that she's gotten out of that much money?
From my understanding, once this came out, no. Apparently, like I said, I just said a minute ago, I wasn't on Petty's platform, but I guess Petty also showed receipts where she had gotten like $1,200 or $1,100, something like that, out of another woman. And I think there was another woman as well. Don't quote me. I know one for sure that had said she also gave Carmen money.
And have you confronted her about doing that?
Yeah, we have.
It has to be okay. And you said you have?
Yeah, and she says she's going to pay it back, but we've not seen anything.
So you're the second person I heard the pay it back thing from, because Petty just told a story of last week about that and said another woman was supposed to be paid back as well. So...
And then it got to the point, not to cut you off, but it got to the point too where she wouldn't even ask me. She would just send me, Florida Man, I think, has those two. I'm pretty sure I sent them. She wouldn't even ask me. She would just start requesting, and I started denying the request or just not doing anything and leaving them, and to the point where they would cancel out.
Okay, so she was sending requests demanding money at some point, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, asking for it without like any previous conversation of
no disrespect to you. So she was basically saying you're her bank.
It's kind of what it felt like towards the end there.
I will put those receipts in the Discord underneath a category named her, so anybody can get them anytime they need them.
Okay, so a question was, why didn't you block her on Cash App?
I did.
And since then, you haven't heard from her or seen her. As long as you were sending money, you guys were best buds.
So, yeah, the last time I seen her was when she got up in Hair Junkies Live. And I was in the box, but I was doing other things. And apparently her and, well, I guess it was one-sided because Queen of All Trades wasn't in that live. And there was some things said towards Queen of All Trades. And then I messaged Carmen and I was like, hey, you know, some shit's hitting the fan. And it pretty much needs to be addressed. And she sent back laughing faces. And then she came, Snugglepuff, everybody called her Auntie. Then she came into...
No, everybody didn't. I would never. No, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, on that side they did. Everybody referred to her as Auntie Carmen. So then she came into Hair Junkies Live the other night, and I started getting into it with her, and then she was blocked from the live.
So, no disrespect, and I know y'all said y'all had a problem with Petty, right? It seems like the people over there in Petty's life went through the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So, you all have been subjected to fraud and scamming by some of the same people. So I think that is like one thing that y'all have in common with being able to resolve whatever it is that you guys have going on. Even though y'all say that, whatever situation is going on with Petty and y'all, right? It can't be as worse as it is with this money scamming thing, though. Being scammed out of money and being treated differently on TikTok is two different things. Wouldn't you think?
Can I say something to that, host?
Sure.
So it is just as bad because Petty and his congregation are large and they have a lot of power. And when they bring you in there and destroy you, they can destroy your life. From that stemmed people coming after OG's wreath business, making fun of her wreaths. They were dollar store wreaths. She wasn't getting wreath orders anymore. It ruined her business. People coming to her front door. I mean, so much happened to her, and just mentally, she had to get off the app. She was not okay mentally just from that live and everybody coming after her. So I respect what you're saying, that she, can just walk away and leave it alone. But I think all she wants is just for Petty to acknowledge that he did this to her. I mean, he ruined her.
And WCF in the comments, please show me where I have scammed anybody. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Okay, so I will say this. I've been on this app a long time, and I have been drugged, and nothing and nobody has stopped me from doing anything, regardless of what they've said to me, people trying to fight me in person, and all those things. Nothing and no one can break you but you. And that's just my opinion, right? Nothing and no one can break you but you. No one on this internet has that much control over anything. Not your life, not your mental, not anything. And I have been drugged, all right? I have been talked about. I have a blood disease, and I've been talked about, but it did not break me. You all have to learn that these people are just people on the interweb. Now, if you intertwine with them out of this fucking app, that would be on you. That would mean that you're not being discerned about who you're dealing with. No one can break me. No one has broken me. And I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. Been on the app 3 years. And I have been through some shit. Okay? So if you're letting people on their interweb break you, guys, I think you need to reevaluate your space and your thinking habits. Because if I want to engage, I will. If not, I'm not going to engage with anybody. What's your business? What's your business, Sweet C?
I do have a response to that whenever you're done, ma'am.
No, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Ben. So, yeah, nobody can make Petty take accountability or make things right with OG. It shows character if he chooses to not. And there's no harm in attempting to show him that, hey, there's an attempt to get him to do this. It shows character, and it shows a lot of character if he chooses not to, or if he chooses to. If he chooses to, I mean, hey, look at the proof. sometimes people are wrong. If he chooses not to, it is what it is. People see it.
You know what the
Personally,
old
I don't really
saying
have
is,
like.
Florida? The old saying is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Real quick, in the comments, I don't know who WTF is, but can you please show proof of this? Because nobody has not gotten their products. And the woman that won the raffle, I can show the text. She also tried pressing fraud charges, which I do have the recording from the police that just said there were no fraud, because he can see where she was refunded the money, even though she knew that the wreath would not be done in time.
I have heard that recording, and that is true.
I played it live. I played it live. So again, in the comments, please, you're making statements on somebody. Please bring it up.
If they have receipts, that's what I listen to. I don't really listen to the comments. Y'all need to understand if they don't have any receipts. Around here on TikTok, there are a lot of following mentalities. And if it does not affect your real life, I'm not sure if it's affecting your real life.
It has, horribly.
No concern. Has it affected your bills?
Yes, it has.
Oh, okay. It affected the way that you live. I'm sorry that y'all let this affect y'all like this, because I don't let this affect me like that at all. I don't let this affect me like this, and I'm sorry that y'all are going through this. And I would hopefully think that you all would most definitely start discerning who you deal with. Thank you very much. As far as like the Carmen thing goes, you said you met Carmen on Petty's platform. How did you two become so close?
We just met on Petty's platform, and like I said, she was on Petty's platform talking about Mallory making fun of her. I guess Mallory was eating a steak one night, and she said that she could afford the steak, but Carmen couldn't afford her cancer meds. And
now this is the YT lady that likes to pick on the homeless folk, right?
Correct. I reached out to Petty and was like, hey, how can I help her? And he said to reach out to her directly. That's how I met her.
So I've seen the Mallory lady hold lives about people who ask for money on TikTok. What does she have to do with anything?
She is a problem for everybody, actually, even for Petty. Problem. An annoyance. She's vile. She's nasty. She's done some awful stuff, and I might be like, yeah, me and Petty don't get along right now, but still, right is right and wrong is wrong. She has done some nasty stuff to a lot of people, Petty included, me included, OG included, hundreds of people probably. She just does stuff to do stuff. Then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I think she's on her 652nd apology tour now. Just a nasty, nasty, nasty individual.
So how did you all get connected with each other?
I'm a day one hater of Mallory. I just seen how she talked about some homeless people, and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. And I've been hating on her ever since. But she doesn't bother me. I bother her.
Hello, Queen Bee. How can we help you? What do you have to do with the story? Queen Bee. 5, 4, 3, 2. Give you a chance to speak. You didn't say anything. All right, thank you. Continue to tip the screen. I should be at 300K by now. So let's talk about this. After
Yes,
you
ma'am.
all found out that Carmen was a scammer, right? Did anyone go get a police report done on her?
That would be a question for OG to answer. I don't give money on the app often.
Okay.
And if I do, it's like charities or GoFundMe's or something like that.
Now, Florida man, how did you become intertwined in all of this? First of all, let's find out who this person is. Hello, is it Wit? How can we help you? What do you have to do with this story? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Florida man, please explain to me what it is that you have to do with all the things.
So what was going on is there was a few people who are looking up people's information and kind of holding it over their head a little bit and being real nasty with it. And
Actually,
it was a big group effort to figure out who's doing it, and it was between 6 people, and OG was one of those people until she was not. I pulled a stunt. OG messaged me. I've seen all the text messages, and in that I seen that what Petty had accused her of, she was actually not guilty of. And that's kind of where I'm at here. Petty and I, like I said, I mean, it's on and off. You'll see us on again in the month, off again the month after. I still like Petty, but I kind of want a one-on-one box kind of roast each other. I think that would be fun. But that's what my involvement in it is, just kind of helping OG, as with other people, kind of find the right platform to tell their story and speak.
Thank you, Al.
So, as far as I'm concerned, with all of y'all jumping in my inbox trying to tell me about people, I get to know people for myself. And I hope everyone over in the congregation is listening. I get to know people for myself, right? I don't go off what y'all say. I'm not a person of a follower or a bandwagon rider. I don't do any of those things. I don't follow cults. I don't jump into cliques and crews. I do me. So, no disrespect to anybody. Whatever these people are feeding me, I'm just giving them a voice. I don't have to believe it or I don't have to understand it if I don't want to. But if I do, that's totally up to me. And for any of you to think that y'all are going to persuade me to do anything else other than what I do as a content creator, because see, I create content. I am a live streamer. I get paid to do this, is what y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get paid to comment. Y'all don't get paid to tell me what to do in my inbox. Y'all don't get paid to tell me what to listen to or who to talk to. Y'all don't get paid to do that. I get paid to give people a voice. And this is like the third time I've had to say this. I give people a place to talk and be able to speak without being interrupted or dropped or disrespected, because evidently these people feel safer over here talking in my platform, regardless of what it is that they're saying, than yours, because they feel that they're not protected or able to speak in your platform due to your mods and due to maybe the host. So whatever it is that y'all think I'm believing or listening or being fed, I'm not. I know how to control myself. And see, that's the difference between me and y'all. I know how to control me. I know how to be emotionally regulated. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. And this is why I'm able to lead my platform and have whoever I want on my platform speak their voice respectfully. Nobody can dictate to me. I don't have no puppet pulling no strings. This ain't Finocchio. All right. So I see all y'all in my inbox, but respectfully, I do what I want to do. I don't follow anyone. I follow me. So let's continue to tip the screen. And so Florida Man, I see OG has dropped. Not sure what's going on with her, but I hope whatever her and Pastor Petty. Thank you, Felicia. And her and Pastor Petty are able to move forward, and you all are able to move forward with your relationship, because regardless of the fact, you guys are going to do what you want to do. He's going to do what he want to do. Respectfully, we can't make anyone take accountability. We can't make anyone take accountability as much as we want people to take accountability, Florida. We can't make people take accountability, love. If he's doing that stuff over there, however he's running his platform, boo, you can't make him take, thank you. You can't make him take accountability. Only thing you could do, right, is if you're not comfortable in that platform or in that space, create your own space like I did. I created this space for me over here, for where if people are being disrespectful or any of those things, I'm able to bring people over here to let them have their voice. I created my own table, right? So we have to do what we have to do for us. If that space is not for you, just don't be in the space. Just don't be in the space.
On to her real quick. I'm completely comfortable in petty space, up in a box and all. Up in a box and all. My biggest, if the person refuses to make it right or take accountability for it, well, that's it shows their character, and a lot of the people who aren't mindless followers see that. So to get quality people, you got to be a quality person and take accountability. If all Petty wants is the mindless followers, that's all he's going to have left after a while, after not taking accountability for the wrongs that he's done.
And I'm not mad at you for that. And I hope that for any of you that are uncomfortable in any space, thank you, Felicia, in any space, that you create your own space to feel safe in. I don't go to anybody's space that makes me uncomfortable or feel like they're going to disrespect me. I stay over here. And respectfully, like I'm trying to tell y'all, we can't make people be anything other than who they are and what they are. I haven't seen a lot of the stuff that you guys say that Petty has done, but respectfully, all I'm gonna tell you to do is create a space for you that is for you. And that's really all I could say about that. And I'm sorry that y'all have been scammed out of any money on this app by certain people. Just know that everybody does not represent that. Everybody does not represent that. For me, if the people ask to send me a Cash App, you are more than welcome to send me a Cash App, but I do not ask people to send me Cash Apps. That's totally up to you if you want to send me one. You know what I'm saying? We learn lessons or we keep doing the same crap. Right. You learn, to make this a lesson. Make this a lesson. Everybody isn't for you and you ain't for everybody. And I'm hoping, because I know a lot of people have a lot to say about me having you on my platform. Me and you don't have no issue. I don't have no issue with OG and I don't have no issue with Petty. I am a neutral space. I just think that if someone makes you feel uncomfortable, most definitely just stay away. Be places where you feel comfortable. And she says, check your whatever 911. I'm not going to raise it.
So apparently Mittens, the same person that doxed her child with Mallory, is on Petty's platform asking for more information about her. I do have to fact check that though.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. You go see, right? People are inboxing me about y'all, but I'm not. What did you just hear me tell them?
That you make up your own mind.
I just received a phone call from somebody that's actually in that live.
But you need to go yourself to the live. Get you a second device, get on a computer or something, or somebody needs to come and stream it so you can hear it for yourself. Never believe what other people are saying.
Well, that's why it dropped me, host, is because the person did FaceTime me so I could hear and see what was going on.
Okay, but it's still best that you go in yourself. It's best that you go in yourself. Hello, Cookies. I see you. It's best that you go and see yourself. These people on here are not to be trusted. Trust yourself. Trust your words. You go find out if that's the case. Get your second device and go in the live and listen for yourself. And if she's over there asking for information on you, then, and if they give it to her, then that's something you probably need to deal with on your own with her. But I don't know, or I don't think that those people over there are going to give her any information, which I hope not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be literally up to you to go find out yourself. Go listen for yourself. So you can make that, you can make that yourself. And maybe you might have to get a PPO out on whoever Mittens is. So she can stop doing it. Since y'all take it to the courts, maybe you might have to take it to the courts on somebody else. But what I am going to tell you is always be sure about what you hear yourself. Never go off what nobody else tell you. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Always have your proof.
Right. Oh, and I have my proof on a lot of things that Pastor Petty on his platform, the false allegations that he made. I have everything. I keep all of it.
So evidently there has been some people on TikTok that had to take it to courts. Y'all can't tell people what to do, and that's another thing. Y'all on this app love telling people what to do. Y'all can't tell people what to do. These are grown people on a motherfucking interweb, okay? People are going to do what they want to do. When y'all realize that, yeah, what you got?
I have a correction. So from what I've heard and seen, Mittens was not asking for information. Now that could change if another clip comes in, but Petty was asking when OG came around, and Mittens was explaining the people that she came around with. But that's just what I've seen. So I apologize if I threw that out there like I was trying to stir up some drama in the beginning. But from what I've seen,
that's what I'm saying. You see how things can get misconstrued. You see how things can get misconstrued, and people are run with it. Now, what if I didn't think for myself? What if I didn't think for myself?
Yes. And so, yeah, I do mess up from time to time, and I did throw that out there like it was something, and that I do apologize for.
But what if I didn't think for myself? Everybody, you took accountability, right? But what if I didn't think for myself? Because there are some sheep out here that don't. So y'all have to be absolutely sure. Yes. Y'all have to be absolutely sure. He not stirring up no drama on my end. He not stirring up no drama on my end. Now that'd be totally up to y'all if y'all take it and run with that after he just said that he fucked up. Okay. Peace. I'm sure you already know how I get down. Mods, there is something downstairs that we might want to get rid of. Ghost, how can we help you, sugar?
I just wanted to say, I jumped up here earlier to try to, say why I don't know why Petty did what he did, then blocked me and didn't give me a chance to speak on things. But the way you've handled this is how it should be handled. Giving everybody a chance to listen. I was drug up and down. Nobody's still willing to give me a chance to prove. And exactly, see, beautiful mugshot. People want to judge off somebody's past. I've been open and transparent about my past and what I did when I started my platform. And I have all the receipts of everything that happened to me. But I don't understand why people run back and forth to play both sides. I am looking through screenshots and everything from Just today alone, people running back and forth. It's like they want to do this. People could say what they want. Like you said, people could say what they want to say about me. Like you said yourself, you were drugged and you chose not to speak on things or whatever. I can't help how people feel or what they say. They're free to do and speak and say whatever. You want to judge me, somebody on their past? Go ahead. Because I see it like this. You're just finding out about my past now, so that's why it's so important to you. I decided to move on from my past, regardless what I was. There's people in this live, people that came in this box, these boxes that drug me, people that talked bad about me, people that showed my mugshot, that showed. Nobody has shown a video besides me of the truth. Even when said person told the truth, you guys still wanted to run with drama. And I understand this side of TikTok. I get it. That's what it's about. Totally understand. But why wasn't I given a fair shot to prove my side? Why is everybody guilty before they're proven innocent? Why? Isn't it due process? Shouldn't I have a chance to prove my side? And there's three sides to you think it's coming, but you don't know what I got. You think it's coming. You think it's coming. But I'm still free. And I was even when they said I failed the rug test and I proved that it was a false positive and had paperwork and receipts, just like all the money that was made, I proved it. Nobody wanted to believe it. Nobody wants to believe it. Because I understand that DV is nothing to play with. I have a past. I don't condone it. I don't think it was okay when I was in my addiction. No, I don't think it was okay. I don't at all. There's no excuse for DV at all. But you have to give and hear everything. No, you know what? I take that back because this isn't about giving somebody a fair chance because people want to see. Like I had an issue with Mittens. Mittens drugged me. Mittens said, I don't care anymore. Like the host said, it doesn't matter. You are guilty before you can even prove your innocence. And yes, there's nothing we can do. So can I respond to one comment? Is that okay to do, host?
If you feel like giving someone that are using their
that's it. I just want
to then to come up here and say what you need to say to you, then you're more than welcome to. But what I will tell you is every last person that is even typing in the bottom has a past. Exactly. We don't know their past and we don't know what they've done. We don't know what they've been through, but everyone in this room has a past. Everyone. Nobody is going to tell you what they've done. Nobody is going to say, hey, I've unalived an animal. Or, hey, I've DV'd my baby mama. Nobody's going to tell you that.
I did. I told you.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay. Nobody is going to tell you that. You're being honest right now, right? Because they've pulled your shit and everything or whatever. Your past is not your future. But if you continue to make it your present, you're going to fuck with your future. These people don't validate you or make your future for you. You do. So whatever you did in the past, you learn from it, you move on from it, and you continue to push forward and never make those mistakes again. But you can go ahead.
You know, you're exactly right. I don't even know what to say after that, but you're exactly right. Like, you're right. I left the app. I came back recently because of everything, because I made the choice not to respond, not to react, because I was reacting at first because I felt it wasn't fair that nobody gave me a fair shake, but I knew really fast that nobody was. Nobody was. I was so open and transparent with my past before this even happened because of my platform of helping people or trying to help people. I was open and transparent because I gave them a choice. You know my past now. Now the choice is yours to support me or not. So I gave them my past, and maybe that was my mistake.
Ghost, I do want to point out OG did give you a fair shake because there's comments saying that she drug you.
She did. But she did come back and she made it right. She absolutely came back. Listen, I want to say this again. DV is nothing to play with. So if somebody comes to someone, then that's what they do. That they just, you can't. supposedly the person that caused the DV, you're not going to go to that person like, hey, did you put your hands on this person and then possibly put the person at risk? You're not going to do that. So I understood. But yes, she did come back and make it right, or try to. She did do that. So the comments, it doesn't matter. Me and OG already know. And anybody that was involved that has at least came to me after said person came on, I don't know. Like I said, it's still open. It's still open and pending now. Because that's how long it's been. And this was last June, late June, early July. And to those, no, I didn't violate no protection order. If you call unhearting a video from the past, me making contact, no, that's an Apple iPhone feature that sends a response saying that I unhearted something, not me contacting anyone. That is not me contacting anyone. And that's all I'll say about it.
Can I say something to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Stop explaining to these people you don't owe them anything.
Okay.
You don't owe these people anything. And they don't owe you anything. You don't owe anyone anything. The only person you owe something is yourself. These people will rile you up and these people will poke at you and knowing that they got their own shit going on in their life. But they won't tell you that. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You owe yourself everything and anyone else nothing. Long as you're learning from your mistakes and you're not repeating them is what the lesson is about. But you don't owe these motherfuckers on this app shit.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just being honest with you. No disrespect to anyone, Florida man or OG or anybody. Y'all owe yourselves everything. And y'all owe the people that are looking up to you. If you have children or anyone else for that matter, you owe them. You don't owe these motherfuckers shit.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't wake up and breathe and shit for you. They don't do anything for you. But as long as you got whoever is in your corner, your children, your mama, your daddy, those people who are looking up to you and around you, you owe them. You owe these people nothing. Stop over explaining to these folks. I had to learn. Fuck these people. I'm going to tell you one more time. Your past is not your future. And I hope you understand. What you put out is what you get back from this day forth. That's it. And that's why I move the way I move. I don't give a fuck about what nobody think about me. I don't validate how I live my life to anybody. I don't have to listen to anybody if I don't want to. If I feel that what you're telling me is conducive to my life, then I might listen to you. If not, then I'm going to let you keep talking and you can use the rest of your air in your body to continue to talk. But that don't mean I'm listening. All right? So you can take it for what it is. And that's all I'm going to tell you, brother. That's it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
It's great advice. Like, it's solid advice.
Florida man, like I said, I hope you guys can work out whatever it is. But at the end of the day, there's some things that I saw today as far as that Skittles lady. I'm sure you're going to need to go talk to a therapist about, sir. Because that shit is weird.
It is.
It's weird. That was some toxic energy that I believe that you should block out of your life. And regardless of what you've done in your past, sir, I hope that you fix it as well. And know that God is looking at you regardless of anything besides us. God is looking at you. God got the last say. And I move by that. But, sir, that is some real toxic ass shit. All right? And I just want to tell you that.
I agree.
And for OG, right? What you put out is what you get back. What you put out is what you get back. So if you want good shit coming to you, put out good shit. Regardless of what anybody says about your scamming or whatever it is that you have done allegedly, the only people that knows you and God and the person that worked with you, if that's what you did allegedly.
As I still would like to see proof of this.
Right, I don't know. That's why I said allegedly, right? That's the words that you use when you don't have the necessary proof, correct?
Correct.
Because I don't know anything about you all. I'm just giving my sound people advice because you guys have been up on my platform for like what? Let me see how many hours y'all been here. 3 hours. 3 hours, right? So what you put out is what you get back. So if you've done any of those things, just remember karma is real. Karma is a bad bitch. And it comes in 10. That's for anyone up here that's thinking about or has done. So if it happens to you or anything has happened to you or is going to happen to you, you remember what you put out is what you get back. So if you have allegedly done anything, pray, repent, do all the good things and give back, even if you have taken. For all of us with a past that's done anything in the past, repent, pray, give back, fix what it is that you have fucked up, because it can be fixed, and don't do it again. Right, and learn from it. And if you're dealing with people that are doing these things, remember you're guilty by association. So discontinue those relationships. Thank you. Discontinue those relationships that make you look like these people. Because like I say, birds of a feather flock together. The liars fuck with the liars. The thieves fuck with the thieves. The unalivers fuck with the unalivers. The DV fucks with the DVers. Don't do any of that shit after you've done it in your past. Learn from it and move forward. Do better. And that's all the advice I have for any of you. Because I am not a perfect person. But have I lived through my sins? I have. And can anybody make me accountable for my sins? They can't. No one on this app can make me feel any worse about what I have done in the past but me. But me.
That is great advice, honestly. And I appreciate that. It's very true. It's a way that I like to live by myself. And I do appreciate you telling everybody that as well. I think more people should have that ideology. And I do like it here. You'll see me in your comments quite a bit. I do like it here.
It's cool because I'm not biased. I don't know you guys, and it's been people on in my inbox trying to tell me shit about y'all. I don't care about that. What it is I care about how you treat me and how I treat you. If I treat you like an outstanding citizen in moving from your present to your future, and I need you to do the same as me. I'm not going to look back on the past. I'm not going to look at what the people say. But if you treat me the way the people say, then that's going to make you look even worse because you had somebody that was telling you, I'm not going to judge you from your past. I'm going to judge you from your present and your future. So make sure when y'all come at me, y'all come correct, or I'm going to call you out on it, or I just might cut you off because I'm one of them. I'll block you. I ain't going to say nothing. I ain't going to argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. We ain't going to be a bunch of B's and we're not going to be a bunch of HOEs. I'm just going to block you. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm not going to do any of that stuff that I saw today from the young lady. And I pray that she finds help, and I pray that she goes seeks therapy, and I pray that all of you all go get some therapy because we all need it. I've had it. I do my telehealth every now and again. Life is not perfect, and neither are you. So from this day forward, if you come over here into my space, just know, come correct, or I can't deal with you. And I do not do phone calls on the back end because people can't be trusted. And that's another thing. Y'all need to stop thinking everybody is your friend. You are meeting people on the interweb. Hear what I'm saying to you, the interweb, a web of lies, deceit, bullshit, and all kind of shit. So you might want to think about if you want to wrap yourself up in that web of deceit. Because you never know what that black widow was going to come and do to you. So that's why I call it the interweb. So be careful. That's all I got for y'all.
Well, I appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you listening. I think that's all OG has for you too, right?
Yep.
Ain't nothing else more y'all can
I
do.
appreciate your time.
These people not gonna be accountable for what you want them to be accountable for. People are only gonna be accountable for what they want to be accountable for. Just move on. Be around the right people that fits your space. Who wants to sit at your table?
I agree with that. I am very persistent though, but it's all a character
You've never
thing.
seen him this calm. Normally people say that about my space, but it's all about the person that you interact with that makes you feel comfortable enough to be calm.
I agree completely. I feel very comfortable with you. Very like there's no need to raise my voice or yell or talk over you, or you're letting everybody speak, and I feel like that's a respect that's not shown to people in the boxes everywhere, and I do appreciate that.
Host, thank you so much for creating a safe space for us to talk. And I love your platform. I love your point of view. And I hit you with a follow, and I'll definitely be back.
Anytime you guys feel like you need to talk or you're not being heard, there are people in this live that can probably give you some advice just like I can. I do create a space of people that are able to give voices. I do not do the bias thing. People don't like the fact that I don't jump on sides. I do not. I might say, hey, I don't agree with you. And I might say, hey, I don't agree with you. Just like when Florida Man said he doesn't agree with what I said. I didn't give him any backlash for not agreeing with me because that's not what life is about. But I do understand. That's all I could do. I'm human just like you.
It's a great example that people can agree to disagree and in a respectful way and not have any hate for each other or animosity towards each other. And it's nice to be able to have that.
No problem. Anytime. So,
I'm going to drop now.
Thank you.
I really
and I
do
appreciate you,
your time.
Florida Man. Continue to work on yourself. OG, continue to work on yourself. And for anyone else, continue to work on yourselves. Please. I'm continuing to work on myself.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
You as well.
Sis, I see you in the room. I hope you're doing all right. I love you. And I want anybody, well, we didn't have a topic. I gave everyone a place to speak. Normally, y'all know that's what I do. Walla, whatever the case may be, that's on OG. You don't have a right to judge her, neither do I. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Miss Not Like Most, I just want to say I'm praying for you and your family. I love you. And if you're listening, I hope you're getting your rest because I know you got to work tomorrow, child. Hey, Sophanie. Hey, Mommy Money. I know we've had a long 3 hours. Sheesh.
Hi, friends. It was a lot.
Yeah, well, we deal with our own.
I ain't gonna hold you. That made me want to go to that side.
A storm like this.
What y'all
mean? Know, but it made me want to go over there and go check it out. It's a lot going over there.
I know y'all fucking lying.
These motherfuckers got warrants and goddamn arrest and
what y'all talking about? We ain't had swatted. What y'all talking about? We got people snoring on live, being swatted.
They ain't calling for real.
They were showing news. People was having news.
Well, I told y'all this other side of TikTok that
was a lot.
Well,
now, Mommy Money, I share all the lives of the bloggers because I know it was gonna be crazy. Something told me.
I ain't recording none of this. I was too busy trying to say tap the screen.
I shared all the bloggers make sure they came in.
Well,
I'm glad.
Yes, and it's okay. They're messy openly too, Florida. Don't let them fool you. These two motherfuckers messy as fuck, especially this motherfucker over in the corner.
No, Florida, man, I'm not gonna say. It just made me want to go check y'all out because I didn't know y'all. It was like this over there. We think it's quiet.
Y'all think we the only motherfuckers that's messy? Listen, we didn't had 2,000. We didn't had damn near 3,000 people in here in a day.
It was a lot.
I'm just saying. Okay, this was nothing to us. I don't even know why y'all playing like that. This was nothing to us. This is nothing to us. What Texas Key, Manda, what's they talk about? This is nothing to us. Miss Little Touch was even just in here being nosy.
Now, Mrs. Little Touch need to be worried about herself. I'll be honest. Let's worry about herself, sir.
Yeah, man, it's messy. Yeah, listen. So let's be real.
With that Skittles lady, she was doing too much. Goddamn Skittles.
Let's be honest, Trish. Humans alone are messy. They're messy. They're nosy and they're messy. I appreciate it. People will be crying over there. When I go back, I might stay here. Well, you're more than welcome. Just be respectful to my platform. That's it. Don't disrespect the women over here. We have dialogues and all kind of conversation. You know.
Oh, it get real mess over here too, Florida man. We just talking shit. What y'all doing?
And it don't be us, Florida man. It don't be us. It don't be us getting messy. It be the folk outside of the live. That's why I create this space for us to be in here. Y'all, Hensley, you know it done got messy in here before, child. Listen, this was calm compared to most of our weekend events. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, normally they be knocking at the door, child. I be recording the folks talking to them and everything at the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get first
I love it.
It was Skittles for me. Out of all of them, it was Skittles. I was like, wow. That's what happened when you
get a lot of people that don't have emotional control. I like to watch the mess and not be in it. Well, for me, right? I'm only in it when people drag me in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm only in it when people drag me in it. And most of the time, I kind of respond like this nowadays. I'm getting a little too old to be screaming, cussing, and hollering, you know, at folks that's grown as hell. That's going to continue to do the same shit anyway. So I don't tend to, you know, get all off into that screaming and shit no more. I ain't raising my blood pressure over nobody I ain't gonna see in real life.
Well, you did good today, hell. I thought you were gonna blow a gasket. I said, let me go to the box.
Yeah, I thought Skinner was gonna do that for you, but she was not. She was not kept getting off me, and you know you telling the mom not to activate. You ain't told us to activate. She lucky you ain't told. I just would have been muting her.
Yeah, I didn't want us to activate because I could tell that lady is scorned. Bitter. She's just a bitter ex, y'all. You can tell
she is. It was
she's a bitter ex, and she's mad that she couldn't stay with the dude. Let's be real. I think she still got some feeling for dude, if you ask me.
I think he would have said, "I'll take you back right now." I bet she would have gonna stop. But he don't want to say that.
I didn't like them being here at all because they dangerous and I think highly of you. Well, thank you, Cheese Police. Thank you, Cheese Police. But think about it, right?
Well, all right, Police.
You know, I appreciate that, but think about it, right? We are all in a lot of different spaces that do some real some shit to each other, facetious. And me, on the other hand, I tend to stay over here. I did hear someone saying, you like to stay in your life and this, you right. Because I create my own peace and I create my own space. I'm not going to anyone else's space that's not going to give me the respect that I deserve. So if I have to stay over here in my live and address whoever it is and whatever it is, that's what I'll do. And if you catch it on the blogs, then catch it on the blogs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to give you the satisfaction to treat me any kind of way because it's your live. So we be in a lot of spaces and we know that shit is not good for our health. The energy is not good for us. And this is why I stay over here now. Thank you, WTF. I respect my own space and I respect the people in my space. Let's be real. The only person I truly argue with is Mommy Money, and I don't disrespect her.
Y'all have disagreement. Y'all don't argue, friends.
Right. You know, just a little discord amongst human beings. You can have discourse without being disrespectful to each other. And that's why I stay in my life, because when you're in other people's lives, they don't give you that much respect. They won't even stop people from talking to you all crazy. So, you know,
you got some guests.
I don't know who them folk is, child. You can bring them up, child.
Yeah, I saw them in the comments.
You can bring them up, child. Bring them up. You can bring them up, child. Ooh.
Hello, hi, Cakes. How may we help you? Hello,
Oh, hello. How can we
Cakes.
help you?
Hi, I didn't mean to request. I apologize.
Oh. Oh, it's okay. It's all right, Barbie. Well, have a nice day. Kate or Kate, whatever your name is. How can we help you respectfully? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going down on your head you go. All right. Shish, did anybody have dinner? Yeah, it was 70 degrees out here. We barbecued and got
I
the
did,
bacon.
friends. I was on my
I did.
sister brother birthday party. Her son had a birthday party. That's where I was at.
Uh, yeah, man, we
Child, I'm a
barbecued. They
silverback.
baked
Y'all
ribs.
know I ate.
Where's
I'm a
Silverback?
silverback.
Thank
Me,
you.
y'all know
Thank you,
I ate.
Marlo.
'Cause I'm a silverback. So I ate some
Thank
collard
you.
greens and I ate some chicken, some baked chicken and some rice and gravy. And I had some cornbread.
Thank
And I
you.
had a Coke. A Coke.
You ain't supposed to be
And
drinking
that
no
was
Coke.
about it.
You ain't
Why
supposed to be
not?
drinking no Coke.
No,
Why
they
not?
had
Coke
they
is
had
bad for your
collard greens,
kidneys.
mac and cheese,